if we understand every time we pay for something that that's energy. Money represents energy in one form or another. And where does that energy come from? What's driving the energy behind our culture today? And unfortunately, the answer right now is war and paper and greed, extreme materialism. And to really understand each time we pay that out that that's what we're supporting, and to have that consciousness. It's always interested me that we call a dollar a buck. And the reason we do is because not too long ago, one of those pieces of paper with a $1 and a $sign on it was worth a deer. So if I went out in the woods of New Hampshire and shot a deer, I could take that to a butcher and he'd give me a buck for my buck. And if you think about that, the life of a deer is what went into that piece of paper. And I could take that buck and I could go buy a sack of grain or whatever I needed, a carriage. I don't know what I could buy with it, but that's how I used it. But I would be very aware that I had to kill an animal, a beautiful animal, in order to get that buck. And I think it made me, back in those days, much more conscious of what money was worth or wasn't worth. Today we don't have that association with it, but we ought to. We ought to recognize, if we own a clothing store, that if these clothes that we're selling in that store are made in a sweatshop, that's like killing a deer. That's blood money. If, on the other hand, we buy our clothes from people that are really doing it organically and with a tremendous social consciousness, and there are a lot of people out there making clothes that way now, trying very hard. Again, I don't think anybody's perfect, but they're trying very hard. If we support those people, it's a very different feeling. And the opportunity is here for us to do that. Regardless of what our business or occupation is, we can always make those choices. You know, it doesn't matter what you do or how you do it, but there's always a lot of choices, and if we keep moving in that direction of buying things when we need to buy them and only when we need to buy them, that are created with a social and environmental consciousness, then we'll be headed in the right direction. And we'll be saving the bucks of the world.
Whoa! Holy cow! Shit! Fuck. Are you okay, dude? Ladder.